Have you ever witnessed a drunk Karen's futile attempt to bully police officers end in her arrest? This video reveals the tense encounter as her aggressive behavior clashes with law enforcement, highlighting the swift consequences of her actions. Let's start with this drunk woman who strikes school bus, almost double the legal limit. On December 6, 2022, at approximately 3:42 p.m., Officer Jeffrey Williams of the Parsippany Troy Hills Police Department responded to a multi-vehicle collision at the intersection of Troy Road and Mazda Brook Road. Involved in the accident were a 2022 BMW 740, a 2012 Chevy Equinox, and a 2015 school bus.
Are you the school bus driver?
No, he's in there. I just saw, I was just here. I just wanted to help out.
According to the crash report, the school bus, carrying 10 children, was traveling south on Baldwin Road and had stopped at the intersection to make a left turn onto Troy Road.
How you doing? Were you involved?
I'm the driver, but she was...
Somebody hit you?
So, yeah.
Okay.
She hit me.
At that moment, the BMW veered left, colliding with the school bus and subsequently striking a guardrail before rebounding into the path of the Chevy Equinox, resulting in a head-on collision.
What happened?
I'm sitting behind the bus. He's about to make a left-hand turn.
Okay.
I need to go straight. I don't know if he hit the bus or if the bus saw...
This car here?
Yeah, I don't know if she hit the bus or the bus maybe saw her coming and swerved out the way. And
She was coming this way?
I'm assuming so. And then the next thing I know...
Fortunately, none of the children aboard the school bus sustained injuries.
Is this for Parsippany, though?
Yeah, what's good? Yeah.
Upon arrival at the scene, Officer Williams was informed that a female wearing a grey jacket had left the area and walked towards Care 1. He located the individual nearby, identified as Kristen, and escorted her back to the accident site.
Ma'am, what happened? We're just going to alternate these for now.
Detecting an odor of alcohol and observing signs of impairment during their interaction, Officer Williams conducted an interview where Kristen admitted to consuming vodka prior to driving.
Have you had anything to drink today?
1 2-ounce drink earlier today.
1 2-ounce earlier today?
Right.
Well, it's 4 o'clock.
Following interviews with the school bus driver and the Chevy Equinox driver, Officer Williams informed his colleagues that the incident appeared to involve driving while intoxicated.
When I got here, it was just kind of on like a slight angle, like it was getting ready to make the turn. Whether it was actually maneuvering the turn or not, lady in the back of my car smells like alcohol.
DWI. Due to inclement weather conditions, Officer Williams initially intended to transport Kristen to the Parsippany Troy Hills Police Department for field sobriety tests in a controlled environment. However, Sergeant Carlos Silva instructed him to conduct the tests at the scene. Meanwhile, Captain John Wieners monitored Kristen and learned she was undergoing a divorce.
You guys are divorced?
With Captain Wieners' assistance, Officer Williams proceeded with the field sobriety exercises.
I want you to look at the tip of my finger. I want you to follow with your eyes and your eyes only without moving your head. Do you understand?
During the horizontal gaze nystagmus, HGN test, Officer Williams noted the presence of indicators such as lack of smooth eye movement, sustained nystagmus at maximum deviation, and early onset of nystagmus before reaching 45 degrees.
Okay, you ready?
Kristen subsequently failed the walk and turn test by failing to maintain heel-to-toe steps and keeping her hands at her sides.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Understood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Similarly, during the one-leg stand test, she struggled to raise her foot correctly and frequently lost balance.
10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000, 13, 1,000, 14, 1,000, 15, 1,000, 16, 1,000, 17, 1,000, 18, 1,000, 19. Start at the beginning.
You may stop.
Based on the accident investigation, Kristin's admission of alcohol consumption, and her poor performance on the field sobriety tests, Officer Williams placed her under arrest for DWI.
Right now you're being arrested for suspicion of drinking while driving, okay?
He transported her to the Parsippany-Troy Hills Township Police Department for processing, where she was read the standard statement for motor vehicle operators and consented to breath testing. Officer Van Orden conducted the alco test, which revealed Kristin's blood alcohol concentration, AC, to be 0.15%, nearly double the legal limit of 0.08%. Following her arrest, Kristin was released pending a court appearance scheduled for December 15th, 2022, at the Parsippany Municipal Court. Under New Jersey laws, she was issued summonses for operating under the influence, 39-4-50, reckless driving, 39-4-96, and traffic on marked lanes, 39-4-88. On June 1st, 2023, Kristin pleaded guilty to operating under the influence, resulting in fines totaling $740, a requirement to attend 12 hours at an intoxicated driver resource center, and mandatory use of an ignition interlock device for 3 months. The remaining citations were dismissed as part of the plea agreement. This is obviously a wild case, but not the worst. Just wait until you see this next case where another woman is arrested for DWI at over double the legal limit. On October 27th, 2023, at approximately 8 a.m., Officers Thomas LaChance and Justin Fuss of the Lincoln Park Police Department responded to reports of a possible disabled vehicle near Comley Road and Pleasant Avenue.
What pole? This pole?
Not this one, the one before.
Dispatch informed them that the vehicle might have collided with a planter at a residence on Ryerson Road.
He's literally 3 minutes away, but then 5 to 1 and 5 to 9.
Upon arrival, Officer LaChance directed the driver, identified as 25-year-old Gabriella, to stop and park her vehicle. He noted significant front-end damage and deployed airbags.
These are airbags.
Gabriella admitted to Officer LaChance that she had struck a utility pole, but denied hitting the planter on Ryerson Road, despite green shrubbery remnants found on her vehicle's bumper suggesting otherwise. During their conversation, Officer LaChance detected the odor of alcohol on Gabriella's breath.
Did you drink anything?
I haven't. Look at just me right now.
She stated she was traveling from her residence to a friend's house in Lincoln Park and initially denied consuming alcohol or any prohibited substances.
Nothing to drink though? Nothing at all?
I swear.
Due to his suspicion of impairment, Officer LaChance requested Gabriella to perform field sobriety tests. The first test conducted was the horizontal gaze nystagmus, HGN, where Officer LaChance observed indicators such as lack of smooth eye pursuit, sustained nystagmus at maximum deviation, and early onset of nystagmus before reaching 45 degrees. Gabriella then attempted the walk and turn test, during which she failed to maintain heel-to-toe steps, improperly turned, and used her arms for balance.
Stop the test until you've completed it. You understand?
I understand.
Okay, you can begin.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry.
In the one-leg stand test, Gabriella struggled to raise her foot correctly and failed to count in the instructed sequence.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
All right, you can stop.
Based on the evidence from the accident, signs of impairment, and Gabriella's poor performance on the field sobriety tests, Officer LaChance placed her under arrest for driving while intoxicated.
When we get back, or
Yes.
not right this second?
We're gonna take back at our headquarters.
Officers Fuss and LaChance transported her to the Lincoln Park Police Department for processing, and her vehicle was towed for a mandatory 12-hour impound, as required by John's Law. At the police station, Officer LaChance read Gabriella the standard statement for motor vehicle operators, and she consented to submit breath samples for testing. The results of the alka-test indicated a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.20%, more than twice the legal limit of 0.08%. After processing, Gabriella was released into the custody of her friend, who signed the potential liability warning form on her behalf. Gabriella was issued summonses for operating under the influence, careless driving, leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage, failure to report an accident, and traffic on marked lanes. Seems like this girl just landed herself in hot water. But wait until you see this next maid who is arrested again, second DWI after sleeping in her car. On the evening of June 23rd, 2023, Officer Bradley Pindick from the Fairlawn Police Department responded to a call regarding an unresponsive female in a 2015 Toyota RAV4 on De Bruin Drive.
All right, look at me. Look at me. I'm going to check your eyes, okay? I'm going to go side to side with my finger. Can you follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only without moving your head?
Upon arrival, the vehicle was not present, but Officer Pindick later located a matching car near Goldblatt Terrace and Saddle River Road.
I do.
Do you see my finger?
Yes.
You see it?
He promptly activated his lights, initiating a traffic stop, with Officers Lozier and Castor arriving to assist.
When they come up.
Put your feet together and your hands at your side. Feet together and your hands at your side.
You want to fix your shoes?
10-4, thank you.
Yeah, put your shoes on all the way. Go
All
on.
the way.
Approaching the vehicle, Officer Pindick identified the woman as Patricia and proceeded to wake her, instructing her to put the car in park and turn off the engine.
No, I'm putting my shoes.
I know, you almost hit the fire.
That one.
During their interaction, Officer Pindick noticed a distinct smell of alcohol emanating from Patricia, coupled with other signs indicating potential impairment. Concerned by these observations, he asked Patricia to step out of the vehicle and perform field sobriety tests. The first test attempted was the horizontal gaze nystagmus, HGN, where Officer Pindick moved his finger horizontally to track Patricia's eye movements. However, Patricia stared straight ahead, making it impossible to complete the test effectively. Moving on, they attempted the walk and turn test, but Patricia struggled to put on her shoes and expressed reluctance to participate in any further tests.
Doing barefoot if you like. Might be easier anyways. I don't want you tripping on the laces. Yes or no? We're going to be doing some balance tests, so would you like to do it barefoot so you don't trip over your laces?
Given her prior state of sleepiness in the vehicle, slurred speech, lack of balance, and inability to cooperate with the sobriety exercises, Officer Pindick decided to place Patricia under arrest for driving under the influence, DWI.
During question, you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand?
Following her arrest, Patricia was transported to the Fairlawn Police Department for processing. Records from a previous DWI arrest on March 22nd, 2023 in Ramsey, New Jersey were noted during this process. At the station, Officer Pindick informed Patricia of her rights as a motor vehicle operator and requested breath samples for testing. However, Patricia's response was ambiguous, ultimately resulting in charges for refusal to submit to breath testing. Additionally, Patricia was issued traffic citations for operating a vehicle under the influence, failing to consent to breath samples and reckless driving. This incident underscores the challenges faced by law enforcement in addressing cases of suspected impaired driving, highlighting the importance of sobriety testing and adherence to legal procedures in ensuring public safety on the roads. Patricia's case will proceed through the legal system, where the evidence gathered will be weighed to determine the appropriate consequences for her actions. All right, fellas, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and educational contents